Manchester United will have to be busy this summer in order to make the necessary improvements to Erik ten Hag's squad. Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag will already have been keen on making several summer signings. But Thursday's 3-0 Europa League quarter-final second leg loss to Sevilla has only reiterated his need to strengthen in certain areas of the pitch. The night couldn't have got off to a worse start. A mistake at the back led to Youssef En-Nesyri putting Sevilla ahead on aggregate for the first time. United were unable to get a grip of the game and were lucky to only be 1-0 down at half-time, with a Lucas Ocampos goal closely ruled out by VAR. The hosts did double their lead through Loic Bade straight after the break and made it 3 in the closing stages. There was no way back for United, and Express Sport now looks at the 6 signings Ten Hag needs to make when the summer window opens. Goalkeeper. If Ten Hag wants to play out from the back, then David De Gea is not the goalkeeper for him. The Spaniard's contract expires in the summer, so perhaps now is the perfect opportunity to move on. De Gea has been one of United's players of the season. However, he just isn't at the standard of other top goalkeepers in England with the ball at his feet. He should have played the ball to Harry Maguire for Sevilla's opener, even if his captain called for it. He will also be disappointed not to have done better to stop Loic Bade's header early in the second half. But his biggest error was for the third goal of the game. En-Nesyri scored his second as De Gea, well outside of his 18-yard box, attempted to control a high ball but comically could only knock it straight into the striker's path, who finished calmly. It really has to be seen to be believed. Centre-backs. Maguire was mostly to blame for Sevilla's first goal despite De Gea's input. Both he and Victor Lindelof looked shaky to say the least. The pair have been a big part of United's struggles in recent seasons, and it is time Ten Hag moved on from both of them. Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane have formed a strong partnership this season, but the latter, who turns 30 next week, is not getting any younger. Ten Hag needs to sign 2 centre-backs to provide competition and support for his first-choice duo. Maguire in particular will surely be desperate for more game time next season, while Lindelof has run his course at Old Trafford. Number 10. Bruno Fernandes' absence played a huge part in Thursday's result. United have no like-for-like player to replace the Portuguese when he is not available. Luckily for Ten Hag, Fernandes has a good injury record and is fit to play most of the time. He was unfortunate to miss the trip to Spain after being booked last week for what was never a handball. United are likely to be in the Champions League next season, so will need quality players who can step in when the members of the first 11 are not available. There is no other number 10 Ten Hag can call upon in his current squad. Strikers. United need not 1 but 2 strikers this summer. Anthony Martial again limped off with an injury in the second half and surely is coming toward the end of his time at the club. The Frenchman cannot be relied upon at all, while Wout Weghorst will not see his loan move made permanent. Harry Kane must be the number 1 target for Ten Hag, and the club must do all they can to lure him from Spurs. United need more than 1 frontman though, so Kane can't be the only one through the door. Marcus Rashford is far better off the left and should be used out of position if at all possible.